talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC Championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe, Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozier. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing his thing for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, Dolph?
That's right, y'all. They got to play us. What's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the back-to-back AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,305 subscribers. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button at the bell for notification. Every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you got a question, I know it's been a little while since I had my boy Dale on. If you got a question for Dale about Bengals and Brews or anything else Bengal related that you want to ask, or you just want to support the show, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from this glorious place down here. It's the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know what? I wear it almost every single day. I got the hat on today. We got the hat. We got the shirts with the flags. All of it is at jackpotjoey9.com. Portion of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund and the Joe Burrow Foundation. And the beer is out. Not in cans yet. We're hoping by Friday it'll be out in cans somewhere. I'm probably not doing a show Friday because I'm going to be at the game. But as soon as I find out when and where it's at, I will tweet it out. But you can go get it on draft. I got a growler of it sitting right in my fridge right over there that I'm waiting to crack open tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to drink it. It's delicious. But you can get it at Brink Brewery. So just go to Brink Brewery, get it on tap there, and get a growler, and portion of proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund there too. Also, now I know we've had a lot of people confused on when we were doing this freaking cornhole tournament. All right, so it's been established. October 14th is when we're doing the cornhole tournament. So it's mixed in with Brink's chili cook-off. So it's going to be a great time. Now, 100% of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Foundation on this one. So make sure you guys go sign up. I tweeted out the sign-up sheet that they have at Brick Brewery. I had the QR code on there, which hopefully maybe you guys could use that. Maybe you could help you out to sign up from there. So make sure you guys sign up there, play some cornhole, drink some beer, eat some chili at Brick Brewery, October 14th. What's up to everybody in the chat? Strangers first. Brad's in there. Crip's in there. Robert's in there. Joe's in there. And Ray, what is going on, guys? All right. It's been a little while. We're still boys. He's been busy. I've been busy. But I am so happy to have my seat neighbor back on the show. He's none other the one, the only Dale. What's up, brother?
Not much. What's going on, man?
Nothing. Just living a dream. Get ready for football. You smell that? It smells like football season.
Smells like football.
It smells like football. It's coming this Friday, man. I cannot freaking wait. And I just found out you will be sitting right next to me, so you are coming Friday. I'm very happy to hang out with you.
Yes, I will be there Friday. I'm looking forward to it. It's preseason, but it's football.
It's still football.
So I'm ready.
I'm ready too. We had a really cool weekend. I mean, did you get to see any of Ken Riley's induction Hall of Fame or Hall of Fame induction?
I just seen a clip here or there on Twitter and stuff, but yeah, it's well overdue. I wish he was able to be there in person. We've talked about that a lot, but at least his wife got to do it, and she kissed the bust and all that stuff was nice. And then his son, obviously, who's been a big supporter and come on a lot of shows, and I'm glad they were able to see what should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it's happy and sad all at the same time because you're happy it finally happened. But hell, somebody said it should have happened 5 years ago. Hell, it should have happened 20 years ago. I mean, you're retired in 1983. I mean, it's ridiculous that we only had one guy in there. Now we got two. Now we need to get Big Willie in, and we need to get Ken Anderson in. And hopefully next year they'll put two of them in because they put two Jets in. Why can't they put two Bengals in next year? I mean,
I don't know. Their heads might explode if they did that.
That would be if we go from 1 to 4 within like 3 years. That would be freaking awesome. But I mean, it deserves to happen. It drives me nuts every single freaking time. That what's his face? Who's the quarterback for the San Diego Chargers?
Dan Fouts.
Yeah, Dan. Why in the hell is Dan Fouts in the freaking Hall of Fame and Ken Anderson is not? He is the only player to win back-to-back passing titles in 2 different decades. Only one. And he went to the Super Bowl. Dan Fouts lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship. He never went any farther than that. Ken Anderson took it to the Super Bowl. Drives me freaking insane. Why? Every time I see Hall of Fame.
Did you hear that Hall of Fame committee?
Yes. It's ridiculous. Why is Dan Fouts in there? Okay, wins matter, right? Well, Ken Anderson whooped his ass in the Super Bowl. He should be in. Sorry.
Preach it.
What pisses me off? It's so stupid that he's not in there. He has what he did because they never passed the ball then compared to what they do now. Right. And for him to do what Ken Anderson did in the 70s and 80s, hell yeah, it's Hall of Fame. Hell yeah, it is. I mean, I'm sorry. Willie Anderson should have won in before Joe Thomas did. He retired before he did. Willie Anderson's, in my opinion, one of the greatest right tackles ever. I know Joe Thomas played left, but Willie should have already been in there. It's the same. I go on my soapbox here, but these guys should have already been in.
1,000%. I agree.
Anyway, Adams
they should have put you on with Kay Adams and the Up and Adams crew and stuff to give your passionate plea today, man.
I'd be here for it. That'd be cool. But how cool was that? Did you get to watch any of that?
I didn't. Well, on our 3:30 show, Greg said he's seen a clip here or there, and then. But then somebody asked, how was she looking? It was my brother that asked that. And he said she was looking good. So
well, interesting you say that because I got a video where I happen to have her in it, but it's a great catch by Yossi. So check this out. And it's by courtesy of Mark Slaughter. So check out. How excited is Game On right now just watching that video? He's got to have a giant just bump in his shorts just from watching.
Greg so excited about his boy Yoshi. I'm surprised he kept his shirt on today, but he saw that catch. And he starts, you're doing the show and then you hear Greg going, oh, you're like, oh, the Burrow sign because, Greg had a deadline bet with Chop on the chopped cheese sandwich.
Right.
And he had till 4:23 p.m. today. It was 10 days. He said it'd be within 10 days, and he missed the deadline, so he's got to buy Chop a sandwich. But I thought maybe the Burrow deal hit because he got all excited. No, he just seen that catch on Twitter earlier during the show.
I missed that. I actually was trying to catch up. I literally just got home and I wanted to watch Up and Adam. So I did watch a little bit of your show.
Did anybody have to do a second take besides me when that video first started? You played. I thought she was like topless there for a minute because it like the shirt color blended in, and I had to. It was one of those like, oh. Okay, I see the shirt now.
Yeah,
what kind of video footage do you have here, Iceman?
If she was staying there topless, I don't think there would not be. I think there would be a crowd of guys around her, not just sitting there by herself. So. Right? Exactly. Oh my goodness! But I mean, Yoshi. Let's talk about him. He has been making some plays out there. I got a video of him last week making a pretty good catch when I was down there. I mean. He's turning heads. I mean, I gotta give credit to Game On because when they drafted him, I was on Jim and Ace's show with him, and I was like, he might be a practice squad. He said, "Oh no ice. He's gonna be on. He's gonna make the 53. He's gonna be," and he was just going off. He kind of like Greg does. And I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Hey, I was like, I hope you're right. I'm like, I don't know. He's a wide receiver from Princeton. They usually don't, translate to the NFL, but so far he's looking pretty good.
No, I did pour some water on Greg on that because he shared notes from the other night. He was watching Goodberry and Jake Lisko was on something that Greg was watching. And one of the notes he had sent to us said how they mentioned, which is what I always said, he's going to have to do something on special teams to make the team. Right. So they were just saying that again the other night, even though he has turned heads and been more impressive. He's still raw. Yeah. That's what they said. And he still needs to, you got to be able to provide something. We have a deep wide receiver room. Trent Irwin made another phenomenal left-handed.
Dude, the one-handed catch. Literally, I got to stop leaving practice 10 minutes early. I'll leave it like 10 minutes early to hurry up and get back here and get stuff set up for the show because I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't have everything set up. Every time I leave, something bad or cool happens. That was the first time something cool happened with that great catch. And it was right where I stand. I'm like.
Now you're talking about the one from last week?
Yeah, the one-handed catch.
Yeah, he had another one today.
Oh, I missed that one.
Left-handed in the back of the end zone, just whoop.
Oh, nice. See what happens when I have to actually do my real jobs that pay me.
Yeah, but he's balling out. You know what I mean? You already have the top three guys back, and then you got Charlie Jones, who was back at practice today. Yep. We were a little worried that he wasn't going to be, or how long that shoulder injury, because anytime you're dealing with shoulders that could be bad, require surgery. And man, because he had been looking good running routes, and looks like we got something with him. It's such a deep receiver room, and that's what I mean. If they only would keep 5, I mean, and Stanley Morgan. Mm-hmm. So are they going to keep 7 even? If they keep 6, that's I don't even think it's he don't even have to mention him, but Yoshi, like that is the only reason that like your point, and I've said the same thing, is like he still needs to. I mean, he's doing everything right.
Yes,
and I don't think you risk it either. I think you keep 7, you do what you have to do. Mm-hmm. Maybe then there's something I think you can protect for guys, but I don't think it can be during the initial cut. So maybe I know I don't know that exact breakdown, but that would be the way. I think the only way to get him on the practice squad for part of this year or something like that would be if you can make sure he's 100% protected. Because if you put all the plays, and they're all on video, so people are seeing these plays from him, which I have a bet with Greg on him as well.
How many bets does Greg have? Does he ever pay?
He has a bazillion. And
he's never given me my money for the draft bet, which I don't even remember what it was, but I know I won it.
There was at least 30 of those in general. I don't know them all. But I said, how many, he was like, well, I'll say 2 then. I said, no, be realistic. I said 10, Wait,
you're talking
10.
About Greg.
So Yoshi for the preseason. The over-under's 10. Mm-hmm. It's 9.5. If he gets 10 catches, then I'll buy Greg a beer, a stadium beer, inside the stadium, expensive beer.
Ooh.
Or if he gets under 10, then he's got to buy me one. I said I'd be happy to buy it. Maybe he'll get them all against the Packers.
Hey, heck yeah, that'd be awesome. Now, you did mention Chuck Sizzle, and he was back at practice today. I got this from Trags. So this is Charlie Jones talking about his injury and coming back. So check this out.
Yeah. I mean, extremely, like I was saying, don't want to miss out on those opportunities. Every chance I'm not out there is an opportunity that I'm not getting. to get better and to show what I can do here. So it was really cool to be back. I think it was only 3 days or something, so felt good, and just hoping tomorrow continues to feel good, and hopefully good for Friday.
Do you consider yourself maybe a little bit lucky, fortunate that you were able to get back on the field that quickly?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's a blessing to be back in a couple days like that. So I'm happy with how it's gone so far.
Did you do everything except teams today? Everything except 11 on 11?
I did everything on air, so nothing with someone out guarding me. Just trying to take it slow for a little bit. Feels good. Feels good. No, every once in a while, but no, it's feeling good. I think it's important these next couple of days to build that confidence that I can do those movements, and hopefully I get that by Friday. No, you're good. That's the goal, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to listen to what they have to say and hopefully be out there Friday.
Obviously, Wednesday is important too. Do you think you'll just be on air Wednesday, or that there's a chance you could do more, or is the goal just prep?
The goal is to do it. I'm going to listen to what they say. They got a plan, and they're going to take my feedback on how today went and how tomorrow goes. With the walkthrough. So the plan, is to be there, but we'll see what they say.
Sounds like he's got a chance of playing Friday. Dan Hoard kind of tweeted that out too.
Yeah, and I was wondering that. It's like, how much did he practice and this and that? I don't know how full speed was he, but it is only Monday. So if he's already out there doing anything, right. I think that's a good sign for – and maybe he won't play as much as he initially would have on Friday. But, hey, I'd love to – we're going to be there. We want to see it, right? We want to see what the guys got. We want to see all these rookies if we can. So that's something else that we talked about on our show was just who are you – and I'll ask you the same then. Who are you, like, most excited to see in person – that will probably play an extended amount? So, like the starters, maybe they get a series or so. Who knows? But just the rookies and second-year guys.
I'd say Miles Murphy because I loved what I've seen at practice. Them moving him around. I'm curious how much they'll move him around. And then the two wide receivers. I mean, honestly, Chuck Sizzle. I'm hoping to see him play a lot. I'm really curious to see Yossi because he has impressed me. And Drago. He's been balling out, dude. He's been playing some good DB. So mostly the rookies. I mean, everybody else. I'll be honest, Dale. I don't think they're gonna play any starters in the first preseason.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. But then they usually, how they used to have the fourth preseason game. They set people. That was my only reason I was thinking that I kind of talked myself into during the show. Maybe they would go a series or two because now I feel like they use the third preseason where they just don't play these guys either. So then that just leaves game 2, so it's like maybe they get him a series, or maybe they get him a series in week 3. I don't know, right? It's all weird now that it's 3 instead of 4. So I still think we're trying to see the trend of that. So we'll find out on Friday.
It's odd numbers, yeah. We'll do it find out Friday. Now, get back to Up and Adam. Now, last week, Jamar came out on NFL Network and said that he's telling Joe not to play week 1, and Twitter blew up. I talked about it on my show with Jason Garrison, and I'm like, dude, I want him to play week 1. Now, Jamar clarified it, which is kind of what I thought he meant. He wants him 100% whenever that is what Jamar basically said. If he's good to go week 1, fine. If he's good to go week 5, fine. He wants him at 100%. I want him there. I'll take him at 95% because beginning of the season, Dale, we got 2 divisional games. We need to start out 2-0 because I want that number 1 seed, and it starts right now. And that's one thing I've noticed at practice going down there, that Fridays was a little more of a walkthrough. I didn't get to go down today or Sunday, but Friday's more like a relaxed one. But all the ones before that, they've been the most intense Zach Taylor practices that I've seen because I think these guys are amping up to be ready to go week 1 to hopefully get out to that 1-0, 2-0, 6-0 start.
Well, you're getting to the point of camp, too, where they've been practicing against each other so much, and now they're ready to go out there against somebody else, which when is the joint practice? That should be coming
That's
up.
Wednesday.
So
yeah,
they will get to go against other people on that day.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sure they're ramping up because they're looking forward to even that opportunity.
Now, will there be a fight there? Will be somebody swinging a helmet again?
Hopefully no helmets being swung. Will there be pushing and shoving at minimum? Yes. There'll be
probably.
a scuffle, we'll say.
Yeah. But it's not going to be the team that beat you for the Super Bowl, and the next time you see another team is that exact team, which that's where I was kind of like, really? You're going to bring the Rams in when they just beat us in the Super Bowl? You don't think they're going to be a little ticked off at each other? But
And I'm sure both coaches are going to like lay down the law of like,
right.
we don't want no bull crap because we're not doing this like the Bengals had last year.
Right, exactly. All right, Dusty talking about Burrow. He said if he does, meaning Burrow, play week 1, he should be run heavy, and I think we should send help to Brown or Garrett. They have some formidable pass rushers, and that Cleveland grass is awful. Now, one thing I've noticed, and I don't know what they're going to do, but they do this a lot. It's just a practice. They're not giving tackles help. they haven't been. I mean, and Jonah Williams has went against Garrett how many times, and they don't usually give them help. So, do you think that changes this year?
Probably not. If anything, it's probably, like you said, it's probably going to be less than what it's been in the past because they're going to trust Orlando on one side and Jonah, who's used to being on the island, just the opposite side. But they're going to trust them both to get the job done and open things up, I think. But running the ball still for that game, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if Joe's 100%, you're going to play ball like however your normal game plan would be if he's truly 100%. But back to when you said 95, I would still, if he was like, no, I'm not 100%, I would probably hold him out for that one week just to see if he'd get the 100 by week 2.
Yeah, then the Browns fan goes, see, we own you guys. Like, dumbasses, Joe didn't play. Shut up.
They say dumb shit.
I hate the
You
Browns.
can't win with them.
It's like stupid.
They're going to spout something stupid no matter what.
Well, this is one thing I've said about the running game, because people ask me on here, do I think we're going to run the ball more with the consistency of the offensive line? I don't know if we'll run it more. I'm hoping we run it more consistent. Like we average 5 yards a carry.
It's more effective.
And more effective. Yes, that's the way to put it. Yes,
do.
That's where I think it has a chance to be more effective. I don't think we're going to run it any more than we've tried the last couple of years, because that's just not this offense. Now, one thing I'm going to ask your opinion on with Irv Smith as our new tight end, and as big and athletic as he is, as fast as he is, and I've seen this in practice, I think they're going to break him out wide more than they ever did with CJ or Hayden Hurst. And our tight end usually has been more like a check down position. Do you think they're going to change that a little bit with Irv out there now?
It wouldn't surprise me. They could go 5 wide, and they can do that even if it's Mixon in the backfield and stuff. Mixon's proven that he's a good pass catcher over time. So, I mean, even if it's Mixon, Irv, and 2 of the receivers, right. 2 of the big 3. I think that Burrow is probably always wanted. He liked 5 wide. He liked it before. So the more we can do, the better for him.
Yeah. He always wants to spread.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, Travion, he was back at practice today. I don't know how much he participated.
I saw him at least on the side. The Bengals captain had a picture, and it looked like he had most of his uniform on and was, at least stretching, doing some drills, which is good. If it's week to week, that probably means he's closer to lower weeks than
right. And the thing is, I felt bad because this is the first time in his career that he's been given a legitimate shot to get some playing time. I mean, I think he right now, going into camp, he's your RB2. But I think they trust him more than they do Brown, because Brown's a rookie as far as pass protection goes. I said this before. I think whoever is the best pass protector is going to be your RB2. I really do. Because I think we can do it. Good at
it. I can't hear you. I don't know if it was.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It was weird. It was like I don't know. Did he fade out for a second to anybody else in the chat, or is that my headphones? I don't know.
It might be just your headphones.
It could be. These ones have been doing better, so I changed the cord on it, so I haven't been having problems. But
all of a sudden I looked up and I wait for you to talk. You're going,
yeah, you faded it. Yeah, it was like you cut out and I couldn't hear what all you said.
So. No, they said I faded. So hell, I don't know.
So what were you saying? Because I don't think they heard it either.
I'll try it again. I said with Travion Williams getting his best opportunity to get some playing time this year with him getting hurt. I felt bad for him. I said, but I think he's our RB2 coming into camp. But I also think whoever's going to be the best pass protector is probably going to be RB2. Most likely it's Travion. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he has the edge up right now. And that's something else to look forward to during this, this preseason game right off the bat. Is Chase Brown, how many opportunities does he get as a pass blocker, hopefully? And we can see, start seeing it on film. And if he's doing it in practice, have you really noticed one way or another if it seems like he's doing bad or good at it or getting tons of reps?
Not really. I mean, because I honestly haven't even been able to pay attention to that.
I know there's so much going on.
And I don't have the best view sometimes. And
I know
that's what
Greg
they're on
said.
the other side of the damn field. So,
but I do think he probably starts out. Now the injury did open the door wide open for Chase Brown,
right,
to maybe show out a little more. And if Travion's still dealing with or if Travion tries to come back a little early and aggravates his injury, these are all things that could come into play. So just got to have all of them ready, really. But I do think Travion's probably the front runner, to be running back to start the season.
Now, this is funny. I got tweeted this out a couple of times over the weekend. They wanted to know if I was the drone pilot.
You think Jeff would know how to fly a drone? That's your first mistake. At least say Bengals captain or somebody who has.
Yeah, Cap's got a better chance of being able to do it than I do.
Yeah, not me, not him, not Derek, not none of us guys.
Right, exactly. Nah, it wasn't me, man, because I get people around like, hey, is that you? Like, no,
maybe Chandler, your son Chandler, could have hooked it up for you. It could have been the ice cam by Spermavice setting it up.
Right. Yeah. There's a better chance of Chandler doing it than me. Yeah, it was not me. But the other thing that happened this week, which I was surprised, and I tweeted something out Saturday about this, but Logan Wilson signed his contract. Now he took less money. He's got 4 years? I say less money, but it's 4 years, $37.25 million. That's pretty good for less money, but that's what he did.
The dream was if you can get him for $10 million, and you even got him to come in under $10 million. I am so happy about that because he is very good. It keeps both guys together. But Logan is the one who has always stayed on the field for 3. I think Pratt can do that too.
I think he
but
too.
Logan's always done it. Logan just had his most tackles ever in a season. It was 120 plus last season. He's had 7 interceptions over his career. He's had tons of pass deflections. He's the guy that does it all, and he seems like he's especially with Bell and those guys out, he's stepping more into a leadership role. You don't want to lose that. Right. So I was thrilled and surprised at the money. Mm-hmm. That he definitely sacrificed some to me because he could have held out, went to the open market, and even if he wanted to come back to the Bengals then, I guarantee it would have been more than for $37.5 million that he would have came back for because once again, Roquan Smith, 5 years, $100 million. That average annual value is $20 million per. There's no way that Logan should be getting under half of that. Right. Talent-wise.
Right.
You can't tell me that Roquan is twice as good even as him. Right. And that's if he would have got 10.
Right.
I love the deal. I was pleasantly surprised but then you go, does T get everything goes back to, does T get signed now? I think there's room for everybody. I do, but that always, when one gets signed, it has to go back to that.
Now, one thing before we roll into that, before T and Joe, I want to go back to what Logan said at his press conference. One of the reasons he wanted to be here, he loves this team, and he doesn't want to play for anybody other than Zach Taylor. That stood out to me.
Awesome comments. Everything he said.
Yeah, he said, I love Zach Taylor. He takes care of us. There's nobody else I want to play for. That right there is just awesome. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I mean, that's why these guys are taking less money. Now, one thing I tweeted out, I was at work Saturday morning, and this all happened. I'm going, everybody's like, when's Joe signing? When's T signing? I said, it occurred to me because I'm like, Sherbert's already signed. So you know what contract you got to beat. They've been talking about this for how long? I'm sure they got a lot of it knocked out. And Joe says, he knows what he's going to have to do to keep his weapons. So I was like, what if Joe's waiting for everybody else to get signed? And then he takes the rest of it, which, I mean, I know it's crazy, but why the hell else isn't he signing, Dale?
Man, I don't know. We don't know the final little details. When you're dealing with the big money contracts, details and this and that are probably crazy. I mean, maybe that's a part of it. Herbert shouldn't have taken even as long as he did because he hasn't done anything like Burrow had, to end up waiting as long as he did. So Burrow's accomplished a lot, and maybe a lot of that is incentives that are going in that contract. I don't know. I'm not a big contract guy, but I'm just thinking because even with the reports of the 5 deals done and then it hasn't happened, I still think maybe at one point that was close. The things that they were doing with the social media with Logan Wilson, where it was like they were at Wyoming and this and that during, earlier in the summer. It's like they were thrown hints out about T during certain times too. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that maybe they've just had close on a lot of these contracts and they're just signing them as they cross the finish line with each one is kind of my theory at this point, because I definitely thought it'd probably be Burrow first and everybody else fall in line.
Right. That's where I'm surprised that they're getting everybody else done except Joe. That's where I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's just a thought that crossed my mind. I'm like, it could be way out of left field. I could be just looking.
I mean, that's possible, but I think it's also possible that it's just they know, like Mike said about his pie. They know what they have to fit in. They know close to what Joe's going to be, so they can start filling in the rest of the pie around it, knowing that it'll eventually get done with Joe. And
what would you, if I had told you this, the first one out of the 2020 draft, the draft that changed this franchise, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Logan Wilson. If I told you Logan Wilson was going to be the first one to sign, would you have been shocked? Because I would have.
Not necessarily, just because Joe gets the extra year and the 5th-year option, so you have that security and time to negotiate and wait a little longer. Even though the longer you wait, the more you end up paying these guys.
Right,
And then T always thought it was going to be hard to sign, so it's not completely shocking. I mean, if it wasn't going to be Joe, Logan would have been the second one out before T that I would have thought would have got done first.
Right. I mean, I got to the point where once, and I think you and me talked about this when they signed Pratt. I'm like, is this the end of Logan Wilson? Because I didn't think they were going to sign both of them. I thought Pratt was the one that was leaving, and I thought they were going to sign Logan Wilson. I did not think they were going to sign both because I keep telling everybody we can't keep everybody. Well, they're doing a pretty good darn job. Proved me wrong so far, which I'm fine with.
Well, the Henderson is the one to me, even beyond any of these.
Yes.
The Henderson extension where they added another year and they paid him pretty good money. I don't know where they really saved a lot in that or whatever. You can say they have a little more. They're paying him good, and he has earned it. He has earned it his 2 years here. But it was still shocking because they drafted Murphy. They have Osai coming on. Goodberry was reporting yesterday that Osai is basically a starter. He's rotating in that much with the first team guys.
Dude,
that he's basically a starter.
This is just my hot take. The quote unquote NASCAR package, I think they're going to play that more than people think they're going to. If you didn't get pressure with your front four and DJ or BJ in the middle, dude, I'm that's what wins championships. That's what the freaking Eagles did. They got pressure with the front four. Yeah. If you can do that on a consistent, I'm not saying every down, but more often than just third down. I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly plausible, especially like they said, Murphy's getting. You said you're excited to see him and where he'll play. You mentioned that because the reports are he's moved inside a lot and he's playing a lot inside. So. And you've got Zach Carter that I see. Did you see the Joe Goodberry video where Zach Carter just bull rushed this? I don't know who it was, but it was a very large man, whether it was a Deniji or Deontay, and he lifted them like freaking into the stratosphere. I mean, he lifted them off their feet. And it was like, if you're getting that out of Zach Carter to go along with all these other guys, you got something special on that D-line cooking.
Our D-line is, I think, going to be good. And I get to watch them a lot because they are usually always close to us. And it was really cool watching Marion Hobby work with Miles Murphy on his chop and his swim move and that stuff, or he was starting it. They were on stunts. He started on the inside and he's going, or starting on the outside and he's going to the inside. And Marion Hobby's working on his hand motion and what he does to try to get around everybody and stuff. And, I mean, I'm a dumbass. The way I could hear him explain, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Even this makes sense to me.
Yeah, even my dumbass can get what you're saying. But I mean, well, I've said this a million times. I think Marion Hobby should be our defense coordinator if Lou leaves, which hopefully Lou won't leave. But we'll get to that. Now we'll get to this. Joe and Jerry put this up, and this is interesting. I don't know what he said. I'm gonna put it up there. He said, will they hold out on Joe until next year planning on a cap increase, which, I mean, they could. Like you said, they don't have to sign him this year. I'd be shocked.
I'd be surprised, but technically they could. I would say, I don't know. I'm still 95% it gets done this year. Any time in these next few weeks. That's the thing. We don't usually see deals during the season. So the deadline for him and Higgins and Reeder or anybody else that's going to get one this offseason is before game 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're not done by game 1. We usually don't see it happen.
I don't think so. I mean, that's usually
not in the future. We might. I'm saying, but
it's not during the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. There was another one here I wanted to get up. Where'd it go? There we go. There's Chops. He said, maybe this is Joe's master plan to get everyone done to show everybody that he wants to get all his guys around him before he signs his contract. I think I just kind of said that.
That's your theory.
Pretty much what I said. I mean, now maybe I'm just like, pointing out that me and Chop think alike. Just saying.
Yeah. I just to me, I just want it done. I want T done. I want Joe done. I don't care who's first, who's last. This isn't NASCAR. This isn't Ricky Bobby. You can get your deal done last.
Shake,
get it done,
and bake, baby.
It's fine.
James here said, doesn't most players take the 5th-year option as a slap in the face?
No, it's basically mandatory right now. Everyone gets it. It's slap in the face if you don't get your 5th-year option.
Right. Yes.
Now,
that's more slap in the face if you don't get it.
Yeah. But I do think it is a thing that will eventually get worked out of, like, the players will negotiate that out when they negotiate future deals with NFLPA because they would rather get paid sooner, and that 5th-year option gives the team more control instead of the player. But it's still everybody gets it. So you have a certain amount of time to pick them up. So you got to make those decisions, and obviously you're going to pick Joe's up. Now they still want to, and that's the thing. If they get an extension, that 5th-year option is still going to be his 5th-year option. That
it's still there,
still in place, and they're just going to
they don't tear it up. It's add on to it.
Which is great.
Yeah,
because it's more flexibility,
which is what they did with Trey Henderson. They didn't. It doesn't end. They didn't tear up his old contract. He was signed from this year and next year. They just added on to that because I thought. I mean, honestly, again, we talked about this. I threw it out there. I said maybe since they drafted Miles Murphy, this might be the last year for Trey, where they I could see them cutting. I didn't want them to, but to save money and cut him a year early. But
that same day, I went on a show before that deal came down ice, and I was just talking about the younger guys, Osai and Murphy, and I was like, in Henderson, I said, this could be his last year. If not next year, it's probably definitely his last year. And then boom, that extension comes down like 30 minutes later, and I'm like, of course.
Well, shows what I know. But we're just because I guess because we all keep hearing. You guys can't sign everybody. You can't keep everybody. And you and me are saying that too, that we can't keep everybody. I mean, you got T and you got Joe.
Well, we've all said Cheeto. Yeah, Cheeto's the one that we've said is definitely, I don't know how possible. And you've got the guys that are being studs out there in CTB. And DJ Ivey's been very impressive. DJ Turner's been impressive, but so has DJ Ivey. Mm-hmm. So has, the guys behind them.
I said this before. I don't think they signed Cheeto, but I didn't think they're going to sign Trey, and I wasn't sure they're going to sign Logan. So
Cheeto says, I love it here. Add another year onto my deal, basically, to what it already is at a decent amount. And they've been like,
all right. Yeah. So I don't know. But that's the cool thing. The two guys that really wasn't worried about going anywhere was Joe and T. And they're not ones that aren't signed yet. So that doesn't make it scary. Like, we're not going to – I still think we're going to sign them. I'm still confident in that. It's just I can't believe we signed everybody else. I mean, dude, NFL, watch out. This team is loaded. I mean, and with everybody we got signed, we ain't going anywhere anytime soon. So Baltimore, Cleveland, Squealers, OBJ, how you said you're going to ball out on us, in the Super Bowl. Well, you're going to have a hard time because this is a very talented and very deep team. What's your thoughts on what OBJ said? Anyway, you're talking to me about a little bit before about how he was going to ball out in the Super Bowl.
I just think it's stupid.
3 catches.
Game one's the one. I couldn't remember his stats. I haven't been, obviously, I've said not ever been able to watch that game back or anything. I knew he had decent, but I didn't realize he only had 2 catches, 3 targets, 2 catches, or so. This is what Game 1 said: 52 yards and a touchdown. And it was only like a few minutes before halftime. Right. So he said the game plan was for him to ball out, and if he had played, he would have the whole game. He would have had 15 catches and like 250 yards, and they would have won 42-17. And I'm like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard for so many reasons. Because if that's all the stats you had, you were nowhere on pace for any of that. That is so stupid. What are you talking about? And then number 2, like Lou Anarumo, that entire run, and he still does it. What does he do? He gets in the lab at halftime. Whatever you're doing good, he shuts that shit down real quick, and he comes out there in the second half and embarrasses your offense. So if that was their plan, then what would Lou have done at halftime? He would have come up with his plan, and he would have shut that down. And then if their plan was still that, and they were forcing him the ball, then Matthew Stafford probably would have thrown 2 or 3 more interceptions, and we probably would have won by 42-17. Yeah! And they only won because the referees cheated blatantly for them. So that's Logan not Wilson even a Super Bowl that counts. That's our Super Bowl. That's our Super Bowl.
Yeah. Logan Wilson did not pass interference. I don't give a crap what you say. Go watch it again. Yeah.
Stupid ref.
Yeah, stupid ref. Speaking of stupid refs, I was watching I actually broke down and watched the NFL quarterback on Netflix, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is all about Patrick Mahomes, yada, yada, yada. Well, Chandler and Heather, my daughter-in-law, talked me into at least watch the first one, see if you like. Well, I watched the first one. I kind of got hooked, so I ended up watching all of them. The best part was watching Patrick Mahomes walk to the locker room after we kicked his – well, we didn't kick his ass, but we beat his ass in Cincinnati. And that's when you and me are in the stand screaming, they got to play us. They got to play us. And Patrick Mahomes is going into the locker room all nice and calm. And he says, Mike, and all of a sudden you hear him go, fuck, and slam something. I'm like, yeah. So Chiefs fans who, I don't know about you, still tweet at me. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's not like I called the place Burrowhead or anything. Still tweet at me all the time. And remind me that they won the AFC Championship, which I'm like, you're right. You beat us one time out of 4. That's it. And I try to explain that to him. But,
I don't. Did you see this? It was after the show started. So this is at 5:49. The Bengals tweeted out, something is brewing with the eye emojis. And I don't know if there's something little there with the helmet. The picture looks a little.
Is that Uno?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what they're teasing there. But they're sure teasing something.
I don't know. I'm very, 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 very intrigued.
Yeah, I figured. I just happened to see that, and I was like, "Oh,
something's." That's funny that they say something's a brewing, and we're on Strawberry Ice for Icebrew days. Well, yeah, something's brewing.
Maybe they're watching. Maybe they're just watching the show, and they want to talk about Chase more. Totally. Chase is doing really well. He's doing what Jamar Chase does.
Yes.
Bengals.
Yes.
Thank you, Bengals administrator, for tuning in.
Yes. Katie Blackburn. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You can send a super chat if you'd like. That is perfectly fine.
I'll send you a link. You can actually come on the show. I'd be fine. Emily Parker, you can call on the show too.
Well, they don't run the account. They have person.
Well, whoever you are that you are watching the show, tell Katie Blackburn and Troy and all them to come on my show. And Joe Burrow too. I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, Darth. There's been talk of that, right? The white jersey with the white helmet instead of the collar rush jersey. They basically have flat out. They've said, "Oh, that's interesting," and then they petitioned to do something already like that. There was a picture of that. So
yeah, explain again. I've been busy working today, so I heard a little bit about what is it again?
That's what I haven't seen it all either. That's why I was kind of hoping that you had more, but that's what I was saying. I know I seen they commented on somebody that had a picture where they had the white helmet with our regular white jersey. Yeah. So it wasn't the collar rush jersey, which I think I like the collar rush with it a little more, but I don't care either way. Now, but if that's the whole news, I'm like, that doesn't really move the needle for me.
But we do have breaking news.
Maybe it's that, Chop.
Yeah, I'm sure this is it from Chop. It's probably referring to me being Rule of the Jungle being Chop. So you heard it here first. Chop is going to be Rule of the Jungle.
Probably, most definitely, or maybe not.
Definitely, most definitely not Pork Chop or you or me. I hope it's
Mike Brown don't know how to turn on no damn internet, David. You don't know what YouTube is?
He waved to me the other day. He said hi.
Well, if you write him a letter, he'll know who you are. He ain't watching your show. He ain't watching my show. I'm not going to use no
Centauri. Did he get his account back, or is he still blocked?
Centauri?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he had a basically just a 2. It's like Centauri Miles 2. I don't know. I don't think he ever got his other one back.
I have no idea. Ben goes, you aren't allowed to wear an alternate helmet with a normal home away jersey. They are petitioning to get that changed. Okay, man, that's what they're doing. I don't know why. I really wish they'd come back with a throwback one with the leaping tiger. I want that, or I don't know, one game. I want the old pumpkin helmet. Just one game. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't love them, but I do think it'd be cool for one game to bring out the throwbacks. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I could care less about those, but I mean, I still want orange pants to be in the somehow.
Oh, the all orange. That would be awesome. That would be cool. What did Dart say? So it was Bengals Graphic who got the jersey comment from the Bengals.
Yeah, he had a picture that was basically their regular white jersey with the helmet, and the Bengals commented on it and was just like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then they saw where they were petitioning that, so we're speculating that now something is brewing and it's Chase, but then it's him holding the helmet, probably something to do with that. But
who knows?
Maybe not.
Knows? Let's see here, Hunter. I was the pumpkin. Even so, I wasn't alive when they had it. I think he wants the pumpkin. That's what they call the pumpkin, the old hats.
Yeah, even though it wasn't alive, he still wants one.
Yeah, I want the orange, the all orange, or just the all orange, at least orange pants. But I mean, I asked Emily that 2 years ago when she was on and the uniforms came out, and she said they have to petition it at least a year or two, I think, before they do it. So, I mean, they might have. I don't know. I'm not saying they haven't, but I know it's got to be. It's something they just can't go right now and say, hey, we want to do orange. They got to have already put it in a request a while ago to do it.
Yeah.
So what time do you get down there Friday?
I don't know yet. Probably not real early. Because it just depends. Depends who exactly is going or not going, and then what time the person would either get off work or if they're not going.
I'm going. And like Chandler's not going. He's going to be out of town, so he's missing the first 2 games, the preseason game and the home game.
Yeah, I probably would have missed it, but like my 13-year-old daughters went the last 2 years, and I was kind of like, oh, I might just sell these tickets, and she was like, no. And then Derek he's not going, so he gave me his tickets. So my nephew's going, and then Miley, and then I think the roommate's going.
Why isn't Derek going?
I don't know. He said something. I don't remember. Kids started school, and then some. Derek. He had like 3 excuses.
Oh my goodness. I'm with Jungle Jerry on this. He wants an orange out.
I would love it.
I think that'd be cool as hell.
I mean, the orange jersey, orange pants, our regular awesome tiger helmet, and let's do the damn thing.
Chop wants to know. He said he's going to be there. What's the plan?
I don't know.
We're going to go to the game.
Yeah, I doubt anybody will tailgate too hard.
Yeah, no.
Some people probably would.
Some people will. I'm probably showing up like an hour before the game because I got to go to work Saturday. So this could be a tame Iceman at the preseason.
Yeah, that'll probably. I mean, I'll be driving, and then I'm assuming driving home as well. So I'll have my daughter and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be tame on my end. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some. The tailgates they're usually still tailgates, but it's nothing crazy. Man, Jerry's gonna be here. He's gonna be in Portsmouth.
So he's driving 2 hours your way.
Well, I think Jerry's in Chillicothe. That's about like 45 minutes from this.
That's
area.
like the same area. Chillicothe, Portsmouth. You're like neighbors. It's the same place.
When you're on the east side of Cincinnati, it all seems foreign, right?
Dude, I was just there Saturday.
There's not even 2 coasts. There's just the east side of Cincinnati and the west side of Cincinnati.
I was in. I think I was in Lower A. There's Upper A and there's Lower A. Is what I was told. Adams County. Did you see the video of our big ass bonfire we had? My cousin lit.
I don't think so.
Oh, God. Okay, I gotta find this. You haven't seen this? This is amazing. I mean, I was kind of jealous, to be honest. Let me find this thing here. This is live TV people here. This is great stuff. All right, here you go. You see that?
It's pretty big.
That's a fire, and she did it. That's a fire right there. Boom, baby.
It's very large.
Yeah, it was very large. Yes,
That's what she said. But Chop said, how many beers are you going to make the guy who bought my tickets buy you at the Monday Night Football game?
Probably not any, because I don't know if I'm going to the Monday night game yet.
See,
I gotta work. So we'll see. If I do go and don't go to work, it won't be many.
Yeah, either way, you're screwed either way.
Yeah, but I'm like, I really want to go. It's Monday Night Football. I'm like, that would suck to not go. You know, I don't know. Anyway,
yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome, like atmosphere. I'm just, I know I'm going to be at the Bills game, and I just need I need fucking money right now, point blank. But
that's beside the point. Other than that,
that was the main reason for selling those tickets. But
other than that, everything's been Pinchy King.
I know I'll be at the Bills primetime game, so I'm excited for that one. Be at the opener, and then I don't know, probably sell some other tickets off.
Hey, what Goodberry is here? Is he coming Friday night? He was at practice.
No. I remember when somebody asked him that when he first said he was coming down for practices, and I remember him responding and saying no, he was already flying back by then.
He's not going to drive and see you and come to Portsmouth. He's not going to come out and see you.
No.
That's.
He don't love me that much. He's been hanging out with Bengal Lorian.
Yeah.
Did you see his guide though? I mean, that was pretty special.
Hey, look, dude. I'm so happy for him.
I don't know how you get one of those.
I don't either,
but I need one of those. Player evaluations of the whole team.
It's just cool. The work that he's put in, the stuff he's done for years, and then finally be able to get somebody to help him put a book together. It's so. I mean, honestly, God, I'm very, very happy for him. It's very cool that he has that.
He's just been given all these free breakdowns for And that's what I mean. Like it's work and time and effort, and he puts a lot of it in. So yeah, I hope all the success for him. Like, I mean, I've always said I could see him on like a big network, even the smart as that guy is.
Oh, the way he breaks stuff down, yeah, exactly.
He's good.
Yeah, exactly. I love Goodberry. I just like giving him crap because he likes you better than me. He doesn't come on my show anymore.
Hey, last time he came on my show, I wasn't even there, so he's probably not gonna like me anymore.
That's probably why he won't come on anymore. He's like, "Oh, this is stupid. Dale's not even on here. Why I'm on here with listen. Hey, listen." By the way, I heard there's a shirt out called "Hey, Listen."
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I did.
It is. You haven't seen it?
No, I've seen it. That's how you guys tweeted it out. Like,
I was gonna say, you cannot tell me that this design here I did is not just. That is Derek in one shirt. That is everything about him in one shirt.
Rum, cigars, and the arrow. Or shoot, bourbon. I said rum. Bourbon.
Right. This is bourbon.
Bourbon. Hi, listen. This is
bourbon.
This
cigar.
Is bourbon.
His mask and.
This is Bengals and Brews. We like to get out here and get fucked up, okay?
Now he's also King Titty guy, but that's a whole separate shirt. It's a whole separate.
Those are like two different oars. You got Derek, and he's got like three personalities. You got Derek in the middle. You got King Titty guy, and then you got Hey Listen guy.
Yeah,
and you never know which one of those you're going to get when you see him. You know, so it's kind of different, kind of scary, but also kind of different.
Yeah, Ironton's not that far either. Tyler Bowles there in the chat. It's Ironton or Coy Bacon. Coy Bacon of 22 sacks back in the day before they recorded that stat in a single season. But yeah, Ironton's not that far from me either. I would have went through Ironton, but I didn't want to on my way to Ashland Mall this week. But I didn't want to go through Hanging Rock. If you ever drove through there, you know exactly where Hanging Rock is because you probably got a ticket from them. It's a pure speed trap. Yeah.
It's because you hang off the rocks? Or you can jump them like General Lee?
No, but it's just asshole cops that just love to give people tickets in that one certain area because the speed changes like from like 70 to like 45. And these fuckers are like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Cops like, come to Papa.
It's
Crip's got a question for you. Where's the Casper shirt at, Dale?
There's no Casper. Yeah, you can't see it. It's on there. It's invisible.
It's an invisible shirt.
Duh.
Oh, goodness. All right, man. We've been over 55 minutes. You got anything cool happening at Bengals and Brews this week?
No, we'll probably do a show Wednesday at 3:30, and then probably do a recap Saturday sometime. I don't know.
So
Haven't
am I
really.
getting any of these shows, or am I just,
Yeah, I mean, especially maybe Saturday if you want, or Wednesday if you want to. I might actually break out the Green Bay depth chart and just look at players on their team I'm excited to see for Wednesday. So
yeah, actually, I got the depth chart for the Bengals on here. It's really small. I put that.
Yeah, I got the Bengals depth chart, but I haven't really looked.
I don't think anybody can read it.
I haven't looked a lot into the Packers depth chart, so that might be something fun to.
That'd be, yeah. We could discuss that Saturday. I think I can do it. What time do you do it Saturday?
Well, or I was saying Wednesday is when I'll probably discuss before the game, and then Saturday will probably just be who stood out during the game and stuff. I don't know. I haven't set a time.
Actually, that would be good. We can do it Saturday because we're both going to be at the game because I'm not doing a show Friday. So
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, so we can do it Saturday, and I should be able to jump on Wednesday. Yeah, I should be able to. Unless something. Well, yeah. Wait, 3:30. Ooh. Well,
Wednesday will be 3:30.
I might be on toward the end of it because I'll be down at camp for the Packers and Bengals practice. That's Wednesday.
Yeah, well, that'll be fun.
So. Yeah, so I could jump on, but I might be toward the end.
Yeah, no worries. If you make it,
anyway,
you make it. If not,
we're
trying to do Saturday. Maybe do recap.
Yeah,
but
we're having a normal a conversation.
Yeah, you're still on the phone.
So yeah, this one.
All right, buddy. Hey, love you all. Thanks for having me, Jeff. Hooday.
Later, dude. Hooday. So me and Dale were just sitting there just talking like we went on the phone. Like, oh yeah, we're on a podcast. I forgot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Go follow Bengals and Brews and my boy Dale. Come see us. Friday, we'll be down there at section 158, row 18. I think he's 19. He's behind me. Yeah, I think he's 19. I know he's right behind me. I'm row 18. Anyway, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They're Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckers, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Button. That's the Ice Bar. And you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trunapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I'm also on Threads. It is sports_ice with or sports_with_strawberry_ice. It's a pain in the ass. I'm on Threads. Go look it up. I will be pulling off sound later on tonight. Put it on the podcast. I'm on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave us a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. YouTubers, my originals, you guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,305 subscribers. Unbelievable. My goal is to get to 10,000. I've been doing this for 5.5 years now. So let's keep it rolling. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Try to get me up to 10,000. That's a long ways to go, but that's my goal. And then from there, who knows what happens. But as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys, from my originals to my new ones. Either way, you guys are all my berries. That's like, strawberries. So my viewers are my berries. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Friday, can't get here quick enough. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the season to get going. I want to kick Kansas City's ass. I want to play the playoff games in the jungle. I love football. August has actually been a little cool, so it's always feeling like football weather. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so much fun. I cannot freaking wait. If you guys are down at practice Wednesday, I will be there. Come down, say hi. I will be in all orange, Jackpot Joey, my bucket hat, because that's kind of what I wear at training camp, because it keeps me cool. People are like, you're nuts. You're wearing long sleeves. I'm like, yeah, but it's thin stuff. It breathes. And then the bucket hat keeps the sun off me. So anyway, either way, that's what I'll be wearing. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I got 2 shows tomorrow. I got Charlie Goldschmidt on tomorrow at 10. Is that 10:30 or is that 11? Let me see here. Let me check here real quick. Yeah, 11 o'clock with Charlie Goldschmidt. And then my boy Evan McPhillips joins the show at 5:30. So I got 2 shows tomorrow. So make sure you guys check those out. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports Strawberry Ice. And as always, other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!